Under a sky heavy with stars, a girl stood barefoot on the riverbank, her toes sinking into the cool mud, her eyes tracing the moon's silver glow. She whispered to it, "Take me where the world sparkles, I want to dance in a place bigger than this." That girl was Lily, a dreamer with a voice soft as a breeze, born in a village of mud huts and swaying palms. Her home was a patchwork of clay and thatch, the roof creaking when the wind howled. Chickens pecked at the dirt outside, and the river sang a restless song nearby. Her parents were farmers, their hands scarred from yanking yams and coaxing cassava to grow under a sun that burned like a furnace. They had no coins to spare, but their love for Lily was a quiet fire. She loved stories, tales of brave girls who climbed mountains, and she'd sit by the hearth, her mother's voice weaving magic while the flames flickered. "I'll be someone big one day," Lily would say, her brown eyes wide. "You already are," her mom would reply, smiling gently. One day, a letter arrived, sealed with red wax, carried by a dusty messenger. It was from Mrs. Clara, a teacher with grey braids and a laugh like a bell, who gave poor kids a chance to rise. Lily had won her scholarship to Harmony Academy, a school of stone walls and whispered secrets far beyond the river's curve. Her mother hugged her, tears dampening her wrapper. "Stay true, Lily," she said, her voice firm. "Books are your wings, don't let wild winds tear them off." Lily nodded, clutching a worn book of tales, her dreams buzzing like bees. The cart ride was bumpy, the air thick with dust, and when she arrived, the school's ivy-draped gates loomed like a giant's arms. Inside, girls chattered like birds, their uniforms crisp, while Lily's patched dress hung loose. She met Rose in their tiny room, 2 beds, a rickety table, a lantern spitting light. Rose was steady, her fingers quick with braids, her smile warm. "We'll climb high together," Rose said, and Lily grinned, feeling less alone. But Harmony Academy had its rulers, Sophia, Emma, and Grace, the 3 queens. They glided through the halls, their dresses flashing like fish scales, their sandals clicking like rain on tin. Sophia, tall and sharp-tongued, wore her wealth like a crown, her father's shop was a kingdom of cloth and gold. Emma, sly and quick, smacked with every word, her father's counsel voice shaking the town. Grace, cool and cutting, flicked her hair like a whip, her banker father's coins jingling in her tails. Their laughter rang like market bells, bold and untouchable. Every Saturday, when the moon swelled, they'd slip over the splintered fence, vanishing into the city's glow. They'd return with mango sweet sticky in their hands, skirts soft as whispers, and mobile phones that lit up the dark. "They live like stars," girls whispered, eyes hungry. Lily and Rose stayed apart, their corner dim against the queen's shine. They studied by lantern light, pencil scratching, braiding each other's hair with wildflowers. "We don't need their glitter," Rose said one night, her voice solid. "Our books will carry us." Lily nodded, but inside, she wondered. She'd watched the queens strut past, their voices pulling her like the river's current. One afternoon, hauling water from the well, her arms shook under the bucket's weight. The sun glared, sweat stinging her eyes. She passed the queen's table, where they lounged with peacock fans. Her sandals snagged the stone, and water slashed onto Grace's new sandals. The queens froze, then laughed, harsh, jagged sounds. "You clumsy little goat." Grace snapped, holding up her dripping shoes. "That's 500 coins you owe me." Lily's heart pounded. I don't have it," she stammered, the bucket clanging down. Sophia sneered, "Village trash can't even walk." Emma giggled, "Look at her shake." Lily's apologies tumbled out, weak against their taunts, until Grace flicked her hand. "Go crawl back to your hole." The next day, Emma found Lily under a mango tree, her book open, the shade cool. "Still stuck in those pages?" Emma asked, her voice honey with a sting. "Yes," Lily said, peering up. "We're hitting the city Saturday, Emma purred, leaning close. Big party. Join us, you'll be a queen too. I'm tired of seeing you mope. Lily's chest tightened. Where? Don't play dumb, Emma snapped, smacking. We're the three queens. Saturdays are ours, our parents own this world. No one stops us. Lily's mind spun. She'd watched them, Sophia's strut, Grace's icy stare, Emma's sly grin. They were a storm of glamour, pulling her in. Okay, she whispered, her pencil slipping. That night, Grace sent a girl with a tray, fried plantains, a sweet drink, coconut cake. Lily ate alone, the flavors bursting, sharp and rich. This is their world, she thought, licking her fingers, the moon peeking through the window like an old friend. Saturday hummed with heat. Rose watched Lily brush her hair, her faded dress swaying. Them? Rose asked, her voice tight. Yes, Lily said, defiant. We said we'd stay true, Rose pressed, stepping closer. I'm tired of promises, Lily shot back. They are untouchable, I want that. Rose grabbed her arm. My mom says queens like them drown girls like us. Don't go. Lily pulled free. They're fine. I'll be fine. She wanted to believe it, but a flicker of doubt danced in her chest. That night, the moon glowed full. Lily followed the queens to the fence, her palms sweaty on the wood. They climbed, skirts rustling, landing with sly giggles. A car rolled up, sleek as a panther, and Jack stepped out, tall, his shirt crisp, his grin wolfish. He kissed Sophia's forehead. My queen, he crooned, opening the door. Sophia slid in front, Lily and the others in back, the leather coat against her thighs. The mansion dazzled, iron gates, hibiscus blazing red, a pool shimmering under the moon's gaze. Music paused inside, drums thumping like a heartbeat. Tables sagged with spicy chicken, jollof rice, fizzy drinks sweating in the heat. Sophia and Grace flung themselves at two men, their laughter sharp. Lily lingered by the wall, the moon's light slipping through a window. Jack approached, his shadow long. Hey, sweet flower, he drawled, his voice smooth as river water. I'm Jack. You. Lily, she murmured, clutching her dress. You're my star now, he said, leaning in. Stick with me, I'll give you the world. He handed her a mobile phone, its glow warm, and coins heavy in her pocket. Call me, he winked. Lily's breath hitched, she felt the moon shift, watching her. Back at school, Lily dialed Jack nightly, her voice low under the blanket. Roses please, come back to us, faded against the queen's paw. Sophia taught her to strut, her tone biting, walk like you own it, not like some farm girl. Grace painted her nails, coolly muttering, men love sparkle, give it. Emma smacked, you're almost one of us. Lily's steps grew bold, but unease gnawed her. She'd catch the moon's glow and hear her mom's voice, stay good, yet the phone's hum drowned it. Rose tried again one dusk, her eyes pleading. You're sleeping, Lily. I'll tell Mrs. Clara if I must. Lily laughed, harsh. Tell her what? I'm happy. But her stomach twisted, she'd nearly stayed back that night, the fence looming like a warning. Weeks blurred. The queen's world swallowed her, parties, gifts, Jack's honeyed lies, you're my everything. Her books gathered dust, her grades sank, her body sagged with exhaustion. One morning, nausea hit, sharp and sour. She stole Grace's test, hands shaking in the bathroom. 2 lines glared back, she was pregnant. Denial burned her throat. No, not me, she whispered, swallowing herbs that tasted like ash. Nothing changed. She stumbled to the queen's, voice breaking. Help me. Grace's eyes iced over. You ruin everything, she hissed. We've done this years, why you? Sophia snapped, Figure it out. They left her, their heels clicking away. Lily clutched her belly, the river song echoing in her mind, pulling her under. She went to Jack alone, the moon shrouded. His gate loomed, her knocks frantic. Mrs. Helen answered, beads glinting. Jack. Lily croaked. Driving my husband, Mrs. Helen said, come. Who are you? His girlfriend, Lily choked. Mrs. Helen's laugh shattered the night. He's our driver, married, with kids. You're not the first fool. Lily's legs buckled. I'm pregnant, she sobbed. Mrs. Helen softened. Go home, girl. Your mom's your lifeline. Lily sank, coins gone, shame await. The river divided her, home too far, her promise drowned. Back at school, terror gripped her. Expulsion loomed, the fence a line she'd crossed too far. Rose found her, eyes fierce. I'm getting you out, I'll drag you to Mrs. Clara. Lily pushed her away. Too late. She begged Grace instead, kneeling, voice raw. Fix this, I can't go back. Grace sneered, you're weak, but relented. They crossed the fence again, finding a man in a shadowy hut, tools gleaming. For months, dangerous, he rasped. Lily's pleas won him over. Pain ripped her, blood flowed, and she fell near the fence, the moon staring down. Girls screamed, teachers rushed her to the hospital, her dress soaked red. Her parents arrived, dust-streaked, her mother collapsing, wailing, Lily, my star. Doctors battled, but her blood ran dry. Lily's thoughts swirled, Jack's lies, Rose's pleas, her mom's voice, stay good. Regret choked her. I should have gone home, she breathed, eyes closing, the moon dimming. Her parents clung, her mother's cries a river's lament, her father's hands trembling over her still form. Years later, Rose stood by Lily's grave, her old book of tales in hand, whispering, I tried. The river flowed on, a quiet witness to a dream lost. Let's hear from you. Picture Rose by that grave, does it stir your heart? Give this tale a thumbs up if it moved you, share it with friends to keep Lily's story alive, and subscribe for more. Have you ever faced a tempting path that hid danger? What would you have told Lily? Tell us below, we are listening.